Hello everybody, welcome to my little humble stream. I'm going to try to get some better lighting here. Never mind the piece of wood chilling in the background. Hi, welcome to my stream, where I'm going to be doing craft things for my part into the Furryverse Part 6. I thought to myself, if I'm going to be doing some like prop making for this, which is critical, it absolutely needs to be done for this part of the series to happen, I thought, why not go ahead and have a live stream while I'm doing it? Get that part out of the water. Hi and welcome everybody. I'm glad you could make it to the little stream. I'm going to have some Pokemon music going here. And we'll also be showing the stuff as we're going here. First parts we have here is this. This is important because I'm making a breaker box. And you'll be able to see all that in the stream. So tilt that down. I'm trying to get the speakers going. I just can't find my cord that goes to my speakers. So kind of like, what do? Do I get up and look for it, or do I just start the stream and hope that the laptop is loud enough? Because I feel like you can't hear it. But whatever the case is, I want to bring up... Whoa, no. You just destroyed my Pokemon music by accident. Okay. We'll just have to go back to what we were doing. To library, and right back into the Pokemon music. Okay, into the Pokeverse. There we go. So now I can actually read if people are commenting. Hopefully this angle is good enough. I don't want this to be a bad looking angle for you. So I'll tilt the camera a little bit to get a much more appropriate looking angle. There we go. And I can actually see the craft table. Because you don't want to see my chest. Who wants to see my chest? That's kind of weird. There we go. Now I can check chat. Thank the God. I can actually check chat. Oh, chat's down here? That's weird. Why is chat way down here? Let me get back to my stream, peoples. Let me get back to my stream. There it is. Okay. Okay, we're back again. I don't know why it's so hard to set up a stream sometimes. We're back. We're back. Okay, sorry about all that. I think we're finally back where we need to be. Cool, yeah, that's good. Let me try to find my port for my speaker so you can actually hear the music. I don't know why the cords aren't there, the wires. So I want to actually have a good stream. Found it! I actually found the wire. Everybody, I found it. I found the wire! Found the wire! Wow! Found it! My God, I found the thing. I found the thing. Now we can actually have music. Proper music. Big boy music. Wait, is this plugged in? It is. Yeah, it's plugged in. Is the wire plugged in? I think it's plugged in. Of course it's plugged in. That means it should be working, yes? Oh, I gotta plug it into the computer. I'm so silly. Excuse me. I have it plugged into my phone, like that's supposed to do something. That's better. That's so much better. Oh, I like these speakers are great. They have such a good bass. These are what brand are these? They're Logitech, but they're speakers, not controllers. So you don't have to worry. These are like 2010 models. So Old stuff, good stuff. Old tech is good tech. So, yes. Okay. Now, I'm just grabbing myself a cup of tea because I need a cup of tea. Soup is on. Cup of tea. Maple soup. Having soup out of a cup. That's weird. Okay, just grabbing some hot tea. Like the stream says, this is like me with with unfiltered ADHD. Like, this is just what I am like normally. This is my normal unfiltered self. I'm not like putting on a show. This is just how I am. So you're about to see what having ADHD is like, basically. Unmedicated. So here we go. I'm all over the place. Oh, this looks so good. It's chicken rice soup in a cup. It's literally a cup of chicken rice. Yes, it's so good. Here we go. You're about to witness the true power of chicken and rice. Yes, everybody, I have in my hands right here a cup of chicken and rice that I made myself. Chicken and rice soup. Hopefully everybody can hear me in chat. Just let me know if you can. If you can't, can you reach Pibby? Pibby? I'm not sure who Pibby is. Pibby? Maybe. I'm also going to share the link around so we get more people in chat, because I don't want to leave everybody out. Because this was a spur of the moment idea, spur of the moment stuff, because I am spur of the moment. I don't like plan ahead very much. I'm terrible at that. Okay, good, got that. I'm gonna forward this to my other Telegram chats. If you do follow me, my Telegram is well, my channel, my broadcasting channel is Coaster. I think it's called Coaster TeaFox channel. I think it's called that on Telegram. If you want to like follow that, you can follow that. If you want to follow on Twitter, it's literally at Coaster TeaFox. You can follow me there as well. I post like updates, things that I don't post on YouTube, or stuff that basically, if it's like bigger stuff, I try to post on my community posts, but sometimes I'll just post to Twitter. Sometimes I feel like I post more to my community post here on the YouTube channel than I do on Twitter, because I can't do all these social medias. There's so many. There's like so many social medias. It's called Coaster the TeaFox official channel. That's what it is. But heck yeah, so that's shared. Awesome. I think that's good. I think that's good. And oh, I never shared to the community post. I got to share that link to the community post. I'm going to share that. There we go. Oh, this chicken soup is going to be so good. Oh my gosh. I cooked it last night with chicken breast. I used rice-a-roni wild grain rice. And then I used some like real chicken broth with that and let that cook. Turned out pretty good. Maybe a hint on the saltier side, but I think it kind of needed it, because the chicken breasts were really bland without any of the saltiness, so it kind of needed it. And do the big post. And it's posted. All right, let's do this. No, Dragon Boy, you're not the only one here. Everybody's joining us. How have I been? I have been super sick. I've had this week. I broke out in hives on my arms, all up and down my arms. I tried to research medically what it was, and it looks like it was caused by stress, like bad anxiety. But like I had breakouts all over my arms. It was horrible. You can still see a little bit of them. They're going away, but they're stress induced. I guess it's like stressing about like bills and not being able to pay my bills and all, I guess, and just worrying about like losing my cat, just those kind of things. Let's get right into the crafting. Let's get right into crafting. We got number 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see what else. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm trying to see here. But I'll try to answer your questions as best as I can during the stream, because I want to make sure everybody is paid attention to, because heck yeah. Can you give a link about Pibby? I think so. The stream is mostly going to be about the crafting, but if you want to drop a link, I'll try to check that out for you. Definitely want to see what you have. Pibby. That name seems familiar. Pibby. I think I've heard of that name. Let's scroll up here. There we go. I'm just glad everybody could be here for the stream today. I normally don't stream in the afternoons, but I'm glad that I can stream in the afternoon. Just makes a world of difference. Go ahead and type in this. Is the music okay? Is the music loud enough? Too loud? Let me know. I don't want to like drown out any of my speaking so you can actually hear me. I did put my link to my Ko-fi here if anyone wants to support the channel without YouTube taking a cut from you. They take 30% of your donations if you ever do decide to donate. This makes it so you support the creator directly, and YouTube does not end up taking a cut. I'll just pin it to the top so it doesn't clog up chat. But, right, I want to start this here. So 4 inches is the center point of this, because it's literally, I don't know how I got this to be exact, but 8 inches exactly across is the diameter, which I think is incredible. Yeah, so yeah, we got that. A great way to actually find the center of a circle, if you didn't use like a stylus or some other way, is to actually take a large thing. Let me find a large thing for you so I can demonstrate what I mean. So you take, let's grab a pen. You can use a colored pencil, but I'm going to do it this way so you can actually see what I'm doing. It's actually an ingenious method. I like how this works, but basically what you would do is you would cut out your circle first, and then you start creating little lines across as you start to rotate your circle by having a pen on a flat surface. So I'm going to cut this out first, because I'm making a breaker box, and the breaker box is going to be a pulley lever, and the pulley lever, where is my lever? Well, basically it's going to have a handle, oh, it's right there. It's basically going to have a handle like this. So when you pull the lever, it's going to be like click, and it's going to ride along this edge. It's going to be like, it's going to go like so. Kind of like a rocket launcher sequence where it's like rocket boosters activate and slide it forward. Something like that. So yeah. Oh, hey, the Mega, welcome. I'm so glad you're a fan. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Once I'm caught up with my participation in the Furryverse, I will be back to making more actual solid content. Because I definitely want to make sure I'm keeping my channel fresh with nice content and all, you know, nice things. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you being here and all that. So let's get this started with. And then I will take a bite of my chicken noodle soup, or my chicken and rice soup, actually. It's not chicken and noodle, chicken and rice. It's good stuff. Just want to trim this out so make it easier to maneuver. If you're wondering what this stuff is called, it's called foam board. Foam board, it's paper It's got polystyrene in the middle, but it's got paper on each side, so it's actually pretty rigid. It's actually nice for prop making. I got mine in black, so you don't see any white corkboard inside there, or paperboard, so it's pretty nice. Let's see here. Does anybody have any questions you'd like to ask me while I'm taking some of my chicken and rice soup? You should try some, it's really good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I needed this. Holy Christmas, that's good. One of the best ways to cut your foam board is by actually holding your breath when you're cutting. You get a much more consistent cut. You basically take a breath, hold it, start cutting. I find I get a much more consistent cut. I have an issue. I've got to get a fresh blade. This blade is too dull. This is a snap blade. Some people are like, how do you snap a blade? These are scary. You can do it with your actual bare fingers. Just be careful because the blades could go flying off somewhere. But I got 2 blades. But that's a snap off blade. And you just snap it off to get a fresh blade. That's the first time I've ever had 2 blades snap off at the same time. But I'm fine, no damage done at all. I'm gonna put these down here in my little cup. It's kind of like my miniature trash can. Yeah, we got a nice razor sharp blade again. We can go back to cutting. I hope everybody can see what's going on here. I want to make sure you can all see the work area. The music is okay? Cool. Gotta go, but she'll be right back. All right, Agent Pancake, I will see you very soon. I like that name, Agent Pancake. Y'all got some cool names. I do like that. Cool. This little cutting board I'm using, this little mat, it's actually part of a larger one that I cut down to size because I use it for my envelopes because I stick little business cards in them and it helps me like make a little pocket. But I got it from the Dollar Tree, or as I like to call it, the quarter after one store, because now it's $1.25 at the Dollar Tree to buy stuff. So I just call it the quarter after one store. I'm just refining my edge, even though the edge has already been cut, it's to make it come off nice and easy. Gosh, I gotta hurry. I gotta get this done. I gotta go to work at 3 o'clock, 3 in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, and I want to get as much done on this as I can. Because with me being down, me being so sick and all, I haven't been able to work on very much. And I want to make sure I get this done in time before the 24th. So the creators, the owner of the idea, Into the Furryverse Part 6, can be complete. The thing is, this part is essential. I don't have a breaker box to use for this, so I have to make one. Like an actual, like, fuse box. That's what it would be called. It's like a breaker fuse box with the handle and all. If any of you have ever played any, like, horror games or Resident Evil games, and you got that breaker box, it's got the big handle, and you gotta throw the switch, that's basically what I'm creating. Just, I didn't have one on hand. Can't really just kind of whip up one of those in, like, in a minute, but I'm gonna try my best to whip this up in, like, an hour or two. Okay, looks pretty good. Just refine that edge a little bit. Just watch your fingers if you do end up cutting towards your hand. Just try to keep your fingers out of the way. Okay, that's pretty round, right? That's pretty decently round. I noticed some of the paper kind of sheared off. Not a big deal. As long as I get the basic shape, we should be fine. Because we're not going to see this raw edge. We're actually not going to see that. What we're going to do is we're going to wrap paper. We're going to make split this in half. Stand them up like little mounds, like little dunes. Take paper, wrap it over the top of them, create slots. Add 2 handles to this on this handle. Set it down in the middle. Have it pendulum, like on a hinge, and that's going to create the slider. That's basically all I need to do. And then it's done. Rigged? Sure, why not? Basically, you kind of gotta rig stuff at this point, you know? So this is the part I was mentioning earlier where you take your stack, or whatever you want to use, your height level thingy, and you set it like so, you take your pen, and as you turn it, you can actually do this, which I think is pretty sweet. So, can't really see that pen. Let me get something you can actually see. Use one of my Prismacolors. Because I have Prismacolor. Take one of my Prismacolor pencils. Here we go, Prismacolor, and we'll take our little Prismacolor pencil and we'll just go like so. So, hopefully everybody can see what I'm doing and it's not all blurry, because that would be so sad if this was a blurry stream. Yeah, I can see it. So. Yeah, you just saw my face. I know, scary. But you take your device and you can go like this as you rotate your piece. And where it intersects is your center of your piece. It's where the center lies, and that is where you want to measure. Or if you're making a hole in this, you want to create like a circle with a hole in the middle. If you're making like some gears or something, that's where you would intersect. So, roughly speaking, we're looking at our center. It's like dead center, like right there. So that's pretty good. Now I have this device. It's called an awl. I'm probably not saying it right, but it's called an awl. And this thing allows you to poke a center, like basically like what is that called? A tap. It allows you to poke a hole in something. So that's super nice. So like if you want to have like a drill bit going on, it allows you to find the center of something, and you basically just tap it. There you go, basically. And then there's your hole. The hole's basically right inside there, which I think is kind of cool. Okay, so next we're going to measure across on that little hole I made. Little tiny dot. So we get it perfectly across. So I like doing this properly. Like messing up. Okay. Measure up right to where the hole is. Get it here. Get it there. And we are like dead on approximate. That looks pretty good. Okay. So, we got the hole all set. Everything else looks pretty good. Now we can cut. I want to cut super light because my cutting board I don't think goes all the way across. Not quite. So we gotta go gentle. So I don't scratch the table beneath this. Nice and gentle. Yeah. Once I have my tea, I will even be more unstoppable, because tea is like my cheat code to getting stuff done. Some good caffeine. I love it. It's very good stuff. I will use the cutting board this time because I already made the initial cut, and now I have to cut all the way through. So cutting boards are useful. They can really save your tables, like, because this is like a beautiful hardwood veneer top round table that I found in a dumpster back in 2021. There's a story about that too. It's on, I think it's on one of my live streams. I literally went in the middle of winter, jumping down the hill on a sled, rolling this table up a hill. Pretty crazy, but... So here's that idea I was talking about. So, got your 2 pieces. And now, watch this. See that? See how they're lining up? So what you do next is once you got your pieces lined up, you get a large piece of cardboard or piece of stiff paper, and you lay it over top. And then you create 2 slots for it. And then you attach some arms to this, and then you have a lever. Does it kind of make sense how that's working? That's the idea. And then I get to paint it. I get to paint the thing. First, I'm gonna grab some chicken noodle soup, or chicken rice soup really quick. I normally would never eat over my crafts. I just haven't had any food yet today. I have not eaten much this week because of feeling so nauseous and everything. This music slaps. I like it. It's good stuff. Okay. So next, I'm going to grab that paper I was talking about. What is this? God, please make me right. Yes, here it is. Here it is. I think everything's doing well. Yeah, pretty good. Yes, smashing. Okay, cool. Just checking stream, make sure stream is still alive. So yeah, this part is where things can get a little, well, you got to make sure you've got enough of this. So here's how you can check. Take your piece and roll it. See how far it goes. And I don't have enough. Okay. Not a big deal. No need to panic. There is something I can do. Let me see. I think I have a bigger piece of paper lying about. I do. It's over here. I'll have to grab it. It's a larger piece. But it has to be thick paper. It cannot be like flimsy. It can't be this kind of paper. Because this paper has to hold paint. It literally has to hold paint. Oh darn, I got black paper? Ooh, I didn't know I had black. Oh, that's kind of cool. Hey everybody, look, I have black paper. I didn't know I had black paper. Ooh, this is good. This is very good. Here it is. Look, I have black paper. It's kind of nice. Awesome. That means I get to save the day. Save the day, peoples. Also, too, if you were wondering what else I've been working on lately, that's all I can show you right now. You want to see more pictures of it? Check out my Patreon. There's a bunch of stuff on there. Spell book. Last stream I was working on making it. The spell book is actually done, so you get to see what it looks like in those pictures. If you want to check it out, links are in the description and all. But a bunch of good stuff, actually. Lots of good stuff. What is that? Is that a scratch? It's fine. That's going to go on the inside, so no big deal. But look here, we have enough to actually do this. So let's roll it out. Star Fox. Woo. I haven't read in a long time. Reading is good. Okay. Oh no, Lavender Town. I hear Lavender Town. Help. But this is how you do it. You take it and then roll it like this. And right there is where we need it to be, so. You want to make sure you go a little bit extra, just to make sure you don't take too little away. Now this paper I don't believe is squared, so I'm going to roll it again, just to make sure I have the full length I need. And then we're going to take you over, then I'm going to bring the cutting board over, and we'll start slicing up our paper. So I have the best read. Oh, thank you. Gotta do the practice. Practicing your reads. So start off the back and start rolling. Right there, looks good. Bring it up to speed. Good. Now we'll take your measuring stick, which these are never long enough. These measuring sticks, rulers, are never long enough. They never seem to be long enough, so. I don't have a longer one, so I'm gonna have to measure by way of stick. We'll measure by stick. Put a little mark on the stick, I guess. Measure the stick. Sticky stick. Cool. Now getting this to be square is going to be kind of tricky. And what I mean by square is making it even. Square, you've heard of the term squaring up something. That is exactly what I'm trying to do, so. Mother trucker, this is going to be freaking difficult. I think we've got it though. Okay, so go over here and do the other one. That looks good. I think I had a little extra showing up, you know that? But that's good, though. That's actually a good thing. Can't believe I have to close the kitchen tonight. But it's fine. It'll all work out. It will all work out. But, yes, Squara. What are my pronouns? I go by he, him, or... I go by I. It is I. Yeah. I've thought about having different pronouns. I've thought of it, but... Like, sometimes it's curious to see what people think, sometimes. When I'm on a different type of diet, it'll actually affect my personality a little bit. Because I was on an estrogen-based diet for a while, which was higher on estrogen, and it caused a lot of feminization. A little bit with my voice, but mostly like with my skin and such, and a little bit of my personality too. But I stopped for a bit because I felt I was gaining weight from it, and it kind of, yeah. But I do like the other aspects of it though. Like it just makes my skin softer, and just overall with like the fat redistribution, that's kind of nice to not have a bunch of like it's nicer. And if you're drawing on black paper, just go with a lighter colored pencil. It works wonders. And if you ever happen to have a box of crayons, this is where the white crayon comes into play. This is where it serves a purpose. Your white crayon from your box of Crayolas, it actually does serve a purpose. I am using Prismacolor for basically what I'm marking my paper with. Just because it's on hand, not because you have to use it, but because it's available, basically. Let's see. I noticed that chat in the daytime isn't quite as, it's not as active as it is like in the evenings, I noticed. It's like when I do evening streams, there's a lot more people in chat. Excuse me a moment, I'll grab some more soup. Okay, great. Bringing over the cutting board. Let me be right back and grab that cutting board. Okay. Oh my gosh, this chair's gonna freaking break on me. Surprised it hasn't broken already on me. Freaking weigh almost 200 pounds. How the heck do I weigh so much? I don't even know how it's possible. Nocturnal. I am nocturnal. I know I am. In the daytime, I get so much more tired in the daylight. Like at nighttime, I just feel like I've got more energy. It's cooler. I can concentrate. The world is like asleep, and I'm like, I can do whatever I want. Skylar the Fan Collector 2023. Welcome. Hi. Welcome to chat. Is this Riso? Or is this a different Skylar? I'm just making sure I'm addressing the correct Skylar, because I do know another Skylar. Lives in the state of Maryland, so just trying to make sure I'm addressing the correct Skylar for this. Oh, good. It's cutting nicely. By the way, I got this from an estate where a elderly woman passed away, and we were allowed to go inside and pick the stuff that wasn't going to auction, because my mom worked for the estate holder, for the daughter of the person that was deceased. And I picked this cutting board because it was like craft materials. But the thing is I think the house was haunted. The story goes that up in the attic, there was a record player, an old antique record player, whatever the case was. And I went upstairs, found this cutting board, and as soon as I went over to it and started like touching it, the record player started playing in the attic. Nobody was touching it, nobody was near it, and I just heard this scratching record sound. And it was spinning. It was warped from the heat of the attic, but it was just kept going around like, what the heck was that? And so as I was walking downstairs to the basement, to the first floor level, I called out and I said, if there's any like spirits or anything here, make yourself known now. So I like called out to the void or whatever. Now I'm not sure if there's something like inside of this or not, but you know, because like you just imagine one day this blade just coming down on my hand for like no reason, just boom. Anyway, I think I'm taking decent care of it for the most part. I did have an accident where the original handle snapped off, and that was because it fell to the floor off of my washing machine, or my dryer. Basically, I had it sitting there and it fell to the floor. I'm not sure how it fell to the floor, but I imagined the vibrations shook it off. Snapped that handle clean off. So I just jury-rigged a wooden handle to it with duct tape. But yeah, there it is. Where's the rest of the stuff at? The fricky frackers. Is this it? I think this is it. Where's my line? I drew a line on this. Where's my line? Is that it? Oh my gosh, what have I done? Did I cut it right? I think I cut it right. You all saw me cut this, right? Because now I can't seem to figure out where the cut lines went. You were on my birthday stream. Oh, Skylar. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yes, I do. I remember the fan collector part. I was just making sure that I didn't confuse, because there's so many people that I know. I just want to make sure I didn't confuse anyone. But yes, thank you for joining my birthday stream when you were on it. Thank you very much. All roller coaster content. Cool. Thank you for answering my question. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, I did figure out what happened with this. Yeah, I did it right. I did do it right. I just kind of got overzealous with what I was doing. I think. And I gotta check. Now I've got to freaking check. Make sure I did this right. Oh man. Okay. So how wide do I want this to be? I want it to be wide enough. I think here's perfect. I think that's like the perfect shape. Yeah, let's go with that. The shape looks pretty good. So this is the width. We just gotta roll the sucker. We just gotta roll it. Good. Okay. Width is good. Let's make sure the width is squared up. Square it up, square it up. Doot, doot, doot. Oh yeah, that is good to diversify. I want to be diversifying as well with my content. I just don't have the time and the energy to be super diversified, because I feel like if I water down myself too much, I don't have as big of an impact. So I'm trying to consolidate all of my energy and all my just everything into one, maybe two channels. Yeah. Let me see if I can adjust the filter on here. Does pop do pop? I think pop looks kind of good. I'm just testing the filters really quick because I feel like my stream is super washed out looking. I'm sorry, my stream's kind of washed out. Is that better? I think it looks a little better. I did not go to AntherCon. I am not able to afford to go. I have not been able to go to a convention, an actual full-fledged convention, since 2018. Since 2018, because I don't have the money to go. want to go to conventions again. I literally just cannot afford to go. I got surgery bills to pay for. I've got car payments. I got rent. I got bills. I got so much to do, and then I'm also just busy with content, making content. So, like going to somewhere to do nothing, that's just not my nature. I just cannot. I cannot not be doing something. I'm always keeping busy with something. And plus, I got to get the time off, and then I can't afford to take off work. I'm just like, man, I feel like a decade's going to go by, and then finally, when I go back, I'm like, oh, where is everybody that I knew like back in 2018? And it's like, oh, everything's moved on. It's like, oh, so it has. Well, I mean, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it right now. The biggest thing that I'm trying to do is knock down all my debt. Most of it, anyway. Because I did have all my debt knocked out. Like, I had all my credit cards taken care of. But then I got sick with COVID, and I wasn't earning any money from my job. So I had to... Yeah, it was kind of rough. And then it just perpetually kept getting me worse. And then I had eye surgery, so then I got eye surgery to pay for. I'm like, oh my gosh. Will I ever be able to, like, go out and have fun again? Yeah. Eventually it'll happen, I guess, one day. Once I reach 100,000 subs, then it'll happen. I hope I reach 100,000 subs one day. If I reached 1 million subs, I would not have to work a regular job. I could make YouTube my full-time job. I could probably do it with only 100,000. I could probably do it with 20,000. Because I'd like to just constantly be working on stuff that I like to do and not have to go to I work at Delicatessen. A deli. And it just sucks the life out of me. Like, I go there and I'm like, wow. All this for what? All that? And I still can't afford my bills. Yeah, it kind of takes away your drive to want to be creative when you're worried about losing your house. Because you can't afford to pay your bills, you know. Yeah, but once I'm stable financially, then and only then may I consider trying to go to conventions again. Yeah, get on a roller coaster. Why not? Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna raise up this arm because I need to put this paper down so I can actually see what I'm doing. So, all right, so we got that. Let's square up the cuts. Now the thing about this cutting board is actually not accurate. It's slightly off. So when I cut stuff, I have to cut at a slight angle. It's so weird. Yeah. Okay. I think we have our cuts we need. Everything seems to be all squared up pretty good. Let's see if it is. The table is square, but the blade is not square with the table. Go figure. I don't understand it. It's so weird. I could probably fix that with a little bit of like tweaking with a screwdriver. I could probably fix that. What amusement park is nearest to me? I have Hershey Park. I have Del Grosso's, Six Flags, and then super far south from me in Virginia would be King's Dominion. And then to the east, the southeast of that would be Busch Gardens. Yeah, I'm literally in smack dab in the center south of Pennsylvania. So, yeah, basically. I'm like a good hour and some change from Hershey, I guess. Oh, I see what I need to do. I think I see it. Ooh, Zombie. Lo-fi version of the song Zombie. That's kind of cool. I'll take that. See if that's square, then that should be square. And if that's square, then that should be square. I'll take it. I think it's ready. Let's test it out. So. It's in your hands, zombie, zombie, zombie. here what I'm doing next? Sorry, I was getting lost in the music, but this part here, I'm rolling it to make it easier to roll over the edges of this so it will stick. I think I'll be using hot glue because hot glue is like a sure thing. It'll hold, it'll stick immediately. But no sense in having too much of a pull on this, because if there's too much, it'll just rip the paper. And we don't need that to happen, so... I'm not sure what song is playing now, but it sounds very out-of-worldly, very out of this video. Every time I close my eyes, I may see almost rolled enough. We're going to use the tiny roller to roll it up appropriately. Yeah, but I do miss hanging out with friends and just going out and having fun. I can't afford to do anything. I feel like I'm trapped a little bit, kind of. And then if ADHD is what I do have and I'm dealing with that, that's something else that I'm like, I can't afford to see a doctor about it, so I'm like, I feel stuck, like I don't know what to do. I want to keep making content because it makes me happy. It definitely makes me happy. But I'm just like, what am I going to do? Like, I want to make content, but I can't afford to take off work to do content. And it takes time to make good quality content. Like, I could just do YouTube Shorts all the time where I'm just taking a sound bite and I'm just standing in front of the camera waving my arms around. I could do that. Or I could try to make completely original content. And that's what I enjoy doing. Making stuff that no one else is making. That's where I find I feel like I shine with that more than following trends. Trends is hard for me. I cannot stand when I have to try to keep up with trends. Because I feel like once the trend is over, the video isn't fun anymore. Nobody cares about the video. I'm just like, oh. That's just my experience with trends. Because if I do want to try a trend, I end up getting there way too late, and then nobody cares anymore. But this stuff, this speaks to me, like creating stuff. I love to create stuff. So what I'm doing next with this, I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I'm creating the slots for this. Ooh, that was loud. Oh my gosh, it was so loud. Ah, why is it so darn loud? Holy Christmas. But this part here is I'm creating the slots. So here we go. Creating the slots. How big should I make the slots? This is what an inch looks like. I'll show you on the ruler. Right between my two fingers is 1 inch. Should I go 1 inch for the slots? Or should I go half an inch? 1 inch, half an inch. Here's how big this part is. And I want to make sure the parts that I decide to go with hold this. I'm thinking an inch would be enough for an arm to go in this. Darn, I can't see it. There we go. I feel like an inch would be good. I don't want to go too heavy because then I won't be able to get my hands around it. Because the little rods that go in here, the handle components, need to sit just outside my hand. Maybe even flush with the sides. Like, so I'm thinking an inch would work. I'm thinking 1 inch. Only takes an inch. Having more chicken and rice. Okay, let's finish this. Wait, 1 inch? No freaking way. This ruler is 1 inch across. From side to side here is 1 inch. I can't believe it. Okay, great. That's actually wonderful. Okay. Good, good. Mother trucker, I almost dropped something. Woohoo! That'll work. So what does, chat, what do you like to do during your free time when, I guess when you're not watching YouTube videos, I guess? I mean, I guess that is part of your free time. But, like, what is your, like, favorite thing to do? Do you have special hobbies? Sleep? Yeah. I feel like I sleep too much. It gets me kind of like, I feel like I'm lazy and unproductive when I'm not doing something. Like, I hate having to go to bed and not feel like I accomplished something for the day. I'm like, darn it. Yeah. My mind's like always racing, thinking ideas. Like, I will come up with video ideas while I'm at work. I'm like, that's a great idea. I should make that as a video, but I never get around to it. And then it just kind of dies out. I'm like, oh, darn it, I missed the chance. But there are more opportunities, I imagine. Opportunity! We got our markers down. Got that mark. Oh, by the way, last night we had a severe thunderstorm, and our trash can blew down the street, like blew away. And a neighbor took our trash can and put it on their curb, like it was theirs. I'm like, that doesn't go there. So I'm like, I swept around the block on foot, and while I was running, I just snatched the trash can back and just brought it back to our property. I'm like, that's not your trash can. Give it back. Like, the wind was so strong, it knocked branches down, and it was just crazy windy. It was like 12:30 at night, and I'm trying to rest because I feel so ill. I feel so horrible. I've got a headache. I feel nauseous. I'm laying there in bed, and I start dozing off, and I just hear this crack, boom, and I'm like, what's that thunder? What the heck? And then my mate's next to me, and she's like freaking out about the thunder. I'm like, it's okay. I gave her a hug, and I'm like, it's gonna be okay. Just a little storm coming through. I didn't want her to be afraid of it. But it was kind of ridiculous, the storm. That was like so loud. I don't want to cut it all the way. Let's do that. Right there, I think, is a good spot to stop. Right there. So if I'm doing that, I think right there is perfect. Like, no more, no less. How far did I go is the question. About 1.25 inches. Should be pretty solid with this. 1.25 inches, I think, is good. Will not go any farther than 1.25 inches. I slept 2 days straight once. Oh my gosh, let me tell you about the time that I had when I was 8 years old. I had contracted mononucleosis at the age of 8 from a contaminated drinking fountain. And I missed over a week of school, maybe more. I could not stop sleeping. It was continuous. I had double pneumonia on top of that. I was like almost hospitalized type sick. I was so far behind for my studies though that I had to make up, and it was a mess. And this doctor that I had, my child's doctor, said that I was fine to go to school, and he misdiagnosed me. Said that I was fine to go to school. Not freaking knowing that I had mono, had me go to school. And my head was just on the desk constantly. I couldn't lift my head up. That doctor was named, I guess, I don't know if this is really called doxing, but believe me, it's, I have to tell you. The doctor's name was Dr. Booty, and I cannot make that up. Dr. Booty was his name. I cannot make this up. I don't know if he practices medicine anymore, but I never saw him again, and this was back in year 2000. So this was a while ago. It's like almost 23 years ago. Yeah. Those were some odd times to be alive. Oh yeah. Same with COVID. I had COVID. I got the one that makes you lose your sense of smell and taste. And I was sick for over a month. Like, I felt miserable. Like, I couldn't get over it. I was just like, what the heck is wrong? Apples tasted like vanilla. Apples actually tasted like vanilla. Mouthwash tasted like cherry cough syrup. Seriously, mouthwash. Tasted like cough syrup. Sweet ice, sweet tea tasted like honey. If I ate pizza, like with red pepper flakes, it tasted like pain. It didn't taste like food. It tasted like hurt. Just like it hurt to eat. It was the weirdest thing. Let's see. That should be good. That should be decent. Yeah, I can't get over it. It's the weirdest time to be alive for me. Because I was a 90s kid. Yay! 90s. The thing was, the school was like not very understanding about my predicament, so they just kept sending more and more homework home. I'm like, I can't do this. I feel so sick I could barely lift my head off the table. Yeah. You never got COVID, but I haven't gotten seriously sick in forever. That's good. From like 2003 till 2011 or so, I didn't get sick. I did not get sick. And I'm not trying to advocate that one should not get your flu shot, but from that time period, I did not get a flu shot. I did not get a flu shot for years. I did not get sick. And then I started getting sick once I got a flu shot. I'm just like, okay. I'm either reacting to the strain in the shot, and just leading up to that, I had just been avoiding sicknesses by being cautious, and I'm thinking that's that is what was going on. But it's so weird. I was like, wow, I didn't get sick with anything, and suddenly I started getting flu shots. I started getting sick. I'm like, why? I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. So we got an inch and a quarter. I'm just measuring. Measuring my things. Measuring. You know what I'd like to do for the channel? I was thinking to myself, I would like to start doing some gaming for the channel. Because there are some great, I don't know if you like horror games, but there's some great horror games. And I give the most, like, you would love to see my reactions to horror games. Like, if you want somebody to actually have a genuine scared reaction, and not just be like stone-faced because they're so desensitized to it, I should give it a go, because I think I would entertain the idea of being scared out of my wits. Woo. But there's this game I want to try. It's called Surrounded. There's some gameplays out there. Some of them don't do it justice because they're being too goofy with the game. However, if you're playing solo, it's nightmare fuel. It's so terrifying to play. It's like Lovecraftian horror. It's terrifying. There's no safety. There's nowhere safe in that game. There's only thing you can do is run. You can run, but you can't hide. It's like the best kind of horror games. There's no true place you can be safe. It's almost to the point where it's too scary, like where you can't enjoy the game anymore because it's too scary. There's always something out there that's trying to get you. Here we are. Alright, this is ready for cutting. Also, I keep feeling like my music keeps getting louder and louder the longer I'm playing it, which is really weird. It's just getting so loud. My knife is missing. Where'd it go? Here it is. My knife. Oh, by the way, this is also one of the props I made. I'm just going to show you quickly, but it goes with the spell book. It's supposed to be like a bookmark, so you get to see that. So, yeah. Let's see. Got a flu shot, I don't think. Maybe one time. My sister did the same. I wish I could get it, yes. Hold on. Zorro Gamer. Hello, Zorro Gamer. Welcome to a little stream here. I'm creating a breaker box for my part in Into the Furryverse, part 6. I just have to cut this sucker now without destroying my table. Wish me luck. Here it goes. No rulers. We're just going to freehand this sucker, I think. You know what? I might use a ruler. I might use a ruler. Because I want this to be as straight as possible. It's not a gay breaker box. It's a straight, great breaker box. Straight one. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Yeah! 1 minute. Alright, I'm going to be a lefty today. I'm going to be left-handed today. I think I am somewhat gifted with my left. I'm not like my dad, though. Frick, I messed up. Okay, I am not gifted with my left. Scratch that. I am not gifted with my left hand. I mean, to some degree, I'm ambidextrous, but I have not mastered the left yet. But like I said, my dad's left-handed, so I got some abilities with my left. Gotta be a lefty today. Because I need the blade to hug the ruler. Like, it has to hug the ruler. Did I cut through the table? Oops, I did cut through the table. Oh no! The table's ruined! It's fine. It'll buff out. It'll buff out with some whatever people use. But seriously, the table needs a refinish anyway. The finish got damaged when it was outside, so I should probably just refinish the whole tabletop. Oh, let's see here. So we got that part. We'll cut this side. Gosh, I hope this looks like metal when it's all said and done. I need this to look like metal. Wow, surprisingly a steady hand with that. Okay. Cut with this side next. Doing a lefty again. Turn up the music just a little bit. I feel like this music's a little too slow. What? How did I get on grunge? How did I get on that? That doesn't make sense. What happened to the Pokemon music? Where did it go? That made no bloody sense. All the Pokemon music just kind of disappeared. That was really weird. Why the heck did all the Pokemon music go? Okay. Right. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. Pokemon. Where are you at? Pokemon. Oh, I'm not in playlist. Let's go to playlist. And there it is. That's what I wanted. What the frick was all that about? There. Let's see how this is. That should be pretty good. There's a mosquito in here, everybody! Help! A mosquito! Oh, Zoro Gamer, are you sick? Are you sick? I'm sorry if you're sick. Yes! That's what I want. Some good motivational music. The good stuff. Heck yeah. We're getting this. It's going to be a great day. Where's that S for dad? S for dad. I'm going to translate that S for dad. S for dad. I'm trying to... I know a little Spanish, but I thought it... Give me 1 second here. S for dad in English means... It's true. part of my ignorance of Spanish. Sad mode. I hope you feel better. I hope you have a better day. Hope you have a better day. You don't have to retract your messages. You're good. You're totally fine. You literally don't need to retract your messages. You don't have to feel bad about it. I'm not super versed in Spanish. I know a little bit, but I hope you have a better day. Oh, happy music! Yay! Heck yeah. Alright, everybody, we got our first little piece done. This is the slot that the little breaker box will go in. This part. Because what I'm going to do as well today is I'm going to edit some parts. I'm going to do some video editing after I'm done this prop. Because this prop is important. I gotta get this prop done. It's essential. Because I don't want to just have my hand moving in the shot where I'm pretending to throw a breaker switch, because I love realism in a shot. And I want this to be the real deal. The real deal. No cheap, no fake stuff. Real stuff. Cool. So we got that part. Let's cut the other one now. Yeah, appreciate it. Out of curiosity, what am I making? I am making a breaker switch box. So, like a fuse box. You ever see in the games like Resident Evil where you have to find fuses for a box? And then you'll have this shape. Let me try to get it so it turns. But you'll have this, more or less. You'll have this kind of shape, and then you'll throw a switch. So I'm making one of those because I need one for a shot. I already made a generator cord, like the pulley. It's a pull up from the wall. It generates fuel. But then I need to throw the switch. That's what this is. Yeah, because it's for a prop for the film, for the YouTube collaboration Into the Furryverse Part 6. And I'm helping with a lot of the work on this one, and I'm really behind because I've been sick and I've been having bouts of severe depression and all that kind of nonsense. Yeah, just stuff that stands in my way. So I'm trying to power through and get this done, because I have to leave for work in a few hours. In an hour and some change, I have to get ready for work. So I'm trying to get this done before I go. Yeah, I hope you can check out that video when it's all set, when it's all done. It's called Into the Furryverse. And part 6 is almost finished. I just got to finish up my edits because, yeah. I am huge on practical effects, and there's going to be a few practical effects in the movie. Or the episode. It's not really a movie, but... Yeah. I'm trying to make the acting better, and I've even written some of the scripts for the film, too. I've actually written some of the scripts. I just hope you like my writing. I think my writing is improved. Because I'm trying to not make it sound too cringy, but also I'm trying to make it be like, hey, it's meant to be funny. It's meant to have humorous moments in it. It's the bloody Furryverse. And if you're curious about more about that, you can actually check out finished episodes. I literally have finished episodes. They're not on my channel. They're on Benji the Beagle's channel. But I will get those for you so you can see those if you like. Type that in. drop that link in there for you. There you go. That is the first episode in Into the Furryverse. The link I just dropped. That's the first episode. We're on episode 6 now, and that's what I'm working with. I did not appear until episode 5, so I actually am in episode 5. Things are getting more heated. We're actually building the story to why things are happening. It's coming together. We've actually found a way to combine two characters that have appeared in the film so far. Because at first they seemed like they were existing but didn't have a reason to exist, and now there is a reason. We're starting to figure out why they exist in the same, like, not in the same universe, but across the universes. Yeah. I think that's the best way to put it. Almost there. That works. Ooh, doing a lefty again. Alright, lefty. Frick, I cut too far. It's fine. I cut a little too far, but it's fine. It's paper. It's paper. It cuts. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Minecraft 65, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm Coaster, by the way, in case my channel's name hasn't given that away. I'm Coaster, and yes, I do like tea. And the kind of idea for coaster is not like roller coaster, it's the coaster that you would sit a drink on. Coaster. That kind of coaster. But you can call it that too if you want, roller coaster. I like roller coasters. And they like me. There's that. Next. Heck yeah, we're getting this together. It's all coming together. As it should be. I am going to try to power through this, so I'm not going to be talking quite as much. I do distract myself when I talk. I'll try to answer your questions the best that I can. I'm just going to not be talking quite as much, because I have to work. Now we can roll this. Remember I was talking about rolling earlier? We're going to roll this again. And we should get a much better fit for this piece. The reason I'm doing this is because I need it to be effective. Roll effectively. That should do it. So now the pieces will actually fit in here. So see, now we get a much easier fit, so they don't end up breaking and doing all kinds of who knows what stuff. Piece 1, piece 2, and that should technically fit. So I think you get the idea of what we're going for. So you got that, and then you're going to have these rods inside, and then you're going to have levers that go like this. That's the idea. Darn it, speaking of levers, I got to actually create a lever. Oh gosh dang it, I didn't even think about that. But it's fine, it's fine. I have the tools I need right here. Wooden dowel, more foam core. I actually have plenty of foam core, so this will work out fine. Mother trucker, help. Oh gosh, I can't reach it. No, I can't reach.
I can't reach it. Help. Okay, got it. Got this thing. I got it.
Okay, we're good. Oh, thank you. Cool name, thank you. I like your name too. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was, actually came up with the name as I was I was spouting off names in my head. I couldn't think of a good name for myself for my YouTube channel. My very first furry YouTube channel name was actually Parcels, and I did not like that name after a while. I was like, I don't like, because I was trying to think of like a small package, like a small letter in the mail, like a small, like, delivery. That's basically what a parcel is. And I thought, well, that's kind of a cool, and I thought, no, actually, I don't like that at all. And I just started coming up with different names. I came up with Zazzle Top. I came off with all these different types. And then I was like, coaster. I'm like, ooh, coaster. And then it had symbolism because the name was me in a better state of mind and health because I found the fandom things were coasting along more easily, and I looked up the definition of what coaster, like coasting and all that. And it fit. And I was like, coaster also can mean something that you sit a drink on. And since I love tea, why don't I be a TeaFox and have my name be Coaster, and Coaster the TeaFox was born. Coaster the Arctic TeaFox. Because I like Arctic foxes. I'm like, let's call them an Arctic TeaFox. And the rest is history, I guess, from there. I hope that made sense. Oh, I've only got 2 people watching? Oh no, everybody's leaving. They don't like my story. Oh. I'm glad you, the 2 people are still here. Yeah. I probably did not pick the strongest hour of the day to have a live stream, but it's the only time I could do it right now, because I have to be at work in like 2 hours. So. But thanks for being here, of course, because that means a lot to me. Absolutely. How am I doing this? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Draw a shape. Draw a shape. We'll just draw... just a round shape. Like tombstone shape. That's all we need, I think. Make it a little bigger. Just a little bigger. That ought to do it. I think that'll work. Okay, let's cut it out. See what we get. The shape I'm creating right now is actually... it's like a half moon, it's not a half moon, but it's like a tombstone shape. And the reason for that is because I need to create a fulcrum and lever for this lever to work. Because that's the only way it's actually going to work. So, yeah. I did have an X-Acto knife. The thing is, I don't like how difficult it is to control an X-Acto knife. Because, yeah, some people like them because they're easier to control, but they have too much control. And I like a little bit of leeway. Because sometimes if you're trying to cut a straight line with an X-Acto blade, it just wobbles all over the place. With this thing, because it's so heavy, and the blade is broader, it's slower to cut. You get a more consistent cut that way. Just a Stanley box cutter really is all I'm using. I think it's Stanley. What is it, Stanley? Task Force, actually. The brand is called Task Force. Just a snap-off blade. But see this here? So what I'm going to do is create a bunch of these like this, pop a hole through it, attach the arms of this lever to this, run the dowel through, and then we have a functioning lever arm. It's brilliant. It's ingenious. Like, you'll see. Frontland Zuckerberg, Zucker Schunt. Did I say that correctly? I'm trying to pronounce. I do apologize. I'm from the United States, so my Central European may not be very good. I'm doing well. Thank you very much for asking. I'm doing so much better now that I'm able to create. And what I'm creating is a lever box. It's like a breaker box, but I'll be using different components to create a full functioning breaker box for a movie scene that I'm filming. It's called Into the Furryverse, and I'm creating everything from scratch. I love practical effects, so that's basically what this is. It's going to be a practical effect, and it's going to be stupendous when it's all done. So I'm currently right now tracing out the fulcrum and lever for the actual handle to rest on. Because this needs to have something for the lever to actually sit on. Because if it doesn't have it, the lever will just pull out of the system. It'll just pull right out of the wall. So yeah, that's what this part's for. It's coming along. It really is coming along. I hope you're having a nice day too. I had a big thunderstorm last night. It was quite impressive. Pretty big. Also, if you like Pokemon music, we have Pokemon music playing in the background, so join in and listen in if you like. Just stay and listen to the music if you want. Help along your little day. Yeah, help along your little day. I didn't think I'd ever get back to live streaming again. It's been so long. But it's nicer, because I actually get to talk to people. It's lonely around here, not talking to anybody. All I've got is my mate and the cat. That's all I've got here to talk to. And if they're struggling with some issues, then I'm just like, well, I can't really talk to them about anything I want to talk about because they need someone to listen to them, which is fine. There we go. There we are. We got that part. Oop, do I do it enough? That should be good. Yeah. Pardon me if I'm not talking as much as I would normally do in a stream. I am trying to focus, and I get sidetracked if I talk too much. I actually get, like, distracted. It's that ADHD thing, I believe. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do with this stream, is trying to, like, defeat it. Like, constantly being busy. Is it going to connect to something on the set, or is it just decor? It's actually going to attach to the filming area wall. And it may be green screened into a different area. But once it's all put together and painted, it's going to look like real metal. It's actually going to straight up look like it's a real breaker box. Yeah. Yep. Always trying to... Yeah, because I don't have, like, an actual studio to film this in. I mean, I do have my studio. It's my YouTube studio. I've got green screens, I've got props in there. But, like, I don't have an actual, like, movie set. Yeah. Because to have one of those, you either got to have a lot of space, and they take a lot of equipment, a lot of lighting. You can rent one, but I don't have the budget to be renting, so I'm doing everything the old-fashioned way. the good old days, my God. There will be some CG animation in this film, not a whole lot, because a lot of the stuff that I've actually done for it is by hand. Different lighting effects. Some of these lighting effects are literally done by hand. Like, if you see a glowing orb on the set, it's hand-drawn. It's literally like a hand-drawn orb. Not computer-generated, so... Hey! Jolly Fox! Hello, Jolly Fox! Yay! Whew. It's finally cooling down in here. It's been so hot these past few days. Temperatures have been in the upper 90s. Fahrenheit. 90 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you that go by the centigrade system. Celsius. They're getting more and more distorted the more I cut them, but hey, it'll work. It'll still work. Because these don't have to look perfect, because you will not see these inside the set. You're surprised a power outage hasn't happened in your area yet. Oh yeah, I would say the same here too. The way that wind was blowing, I thought for sure something was going to come down. Like, I thought maybe you just... I was afraid a tree might smash through my window. Because sometimes the weather just gets difficult. So you and your crew friends put a lot of effort into this. Mostly, yeah, I would say yes, that the ones that have contributed have. The thing is, I'm doing so much more than I normally would do. Like the last time I did a pretty good chunk, but this time I'm actually having a much bigger hand in the project than last time. And it's kind of becoming a behemoth to deal with, so I'm going to hand some of the work back to the actual creator, the original creator of it. Because I'm falling behind, and I don't want to make them wait any more. for me to finish the edits. It's a group project, but I'm taking on a lot of the work right now, like with special effects. Like, I'm literally making props by hand. Most of the stuff has just been kind of like stand in front of the camera, read your lines, but I wanted to make it so much more. I wanted to push it farther, make it more believable, have actual interactive objects and things, locations, having a spell book, an actual spell book. I'll just show you really quick here the parts, but like, I made this book by hand. This book is not bought. This whole thing is 100% made from scratch. And there's more. There'll be more coming up. Like, this is the bookmark that goes in it. I made that too. This bookmark. This goes in it. So yeah. I want stuff to be like higher quality. Oh yeah, it will be cool, especially when it's all said and done. It's going to be amazing. So these parts are done. These little handles, that part's done. Now to create the arms, because the arms are critical. You got to have the arms. All right, let's do this. Arms. I need that piece. I need this piece. God help me get done this in time. I gotta leave for work soon. Oh my gosh. And the creator was trying to have the video, everything all done by the 24th. So I'm trying to get this done, and then I have to film one of my parts tonight. Like, I think it's my last part I have to film. And then I'm going to do a light edit on it. Just the key stuff that I'd like to see in it, and then I'm going to hand the rest over to the creator to do the finalization and let him have his vision put into it. Yeah, because I did a lot of script writing for myself and the other character, and I don't want to pile that work onto the original creator, so I'm trying to take care of that part. But then any of the stuff that I cannot edit because of time's sake, I'm going to let them finish that part. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. So here are the arms. Oh gosh, how's this going to work? So do I need more of those or just the arms? So I need to have arms like this. Okay. Fair enough. That should work. Yeah, that'll work. Trust me, this is part of the plan. This is the greatest plan. Just soft Pokemon music blasting away in the background. Okay, that part's done. How wide is that thing? I think it's too wide. Yeah, I just hope the people that are in this group don't get too frustrated with me, because I have a habit of taking longer than I would otherwise take on stuff because of the this thing you may have heard. It's called ADHD. It messes up my life really bad. It makes it difficult for me to arrive places on time, for me to finish projects on time. The only thing that really seems to get me to motivate is if there's some kind of a big dopamine release, or if I'm under sheer panic. That motivates me to actually get done. But then also being exhausted at the end of the day. I don't know what my problem is. Like with that, people keep saying you might be diabetic. I'm like, I hope I'm not diabetic. I don't need that. I don't freaking need diabetes in my life. Goodness. I got blood sugar issues. Blood sugar crashes a lot. Like, I'll just start to like get into cold sweats, and I'll just start feeling faint. So I gotta like constantly eat something to feel normal. And I've hardly had anything to eat this week because I've just been feeling too nauseous to eat. There are some in the group that say that they understand, and then there was another person in the group that said, should we replace Coaster with someone else? And then the creator of it's like, well, no, we can't, because he's a key character of the part. And for that to happen, for me to be replaced, it would have to rewrite nearly the entire script. And I'm like 2 scenes away that I have to film from actually being completely done. and then it's just some editing, and then I can hand that over to the creator and he can do the final touches on it. That's basically it. But it's got me under a lot of stress because I don't want to let people down, and I'm trying my best as I can. It's just, I have to go to work soon. I can't afford to miss work. If I was a full-time content creator, I wouldn't have to leave and go to work. I could focus on this and just get this all done. So I've got 16,500 subscribers, but I have 3 Patreon supporters. And I'm happy with what I have. I'm super grateful for what I do have. But just imagine what I could do if every single one of my subscribers was a Patreon member. For even if it was $1 a month, like, I could support the channel. I could completely stop my job at my delicatessen that I work at, and I could actually create content regularly. Every few days I could have a video coming out. That would feel so amazing. That'd be incredible. Yeah, I mean, one day, I think I'll get there one day. Yeah, because I want to succeed. I want to be successful at something. Yeah. It's just everything takes freaking money. Everything takes money to do, to live, to eat, to buy groceries. And then when you're worrying about trying to afford food, you're just like, how am I supposed to focus on creating anything when I can't even figure out how I'm going to buy groceries next week? So videos become more erratic, not as they don't come out as often. And then what little revenue you were creating starts to dwindle because you're not making content. And then you're even in worse shape financially. And you're just like, oh, darn, I have no content to offer because I don't have time to make it because I'm trying to earn money so I can afford to eat, so I can... Vicious cycle. Yeah. But I know good things take time, and I have faith in that it will work out, that I will. But if anybody is watching this and you'd like to support the channel and help us get to that goal even faster, buy me a cup of coffee, buy me a coffee, or if you'd like to join my Patreon, I drop behind the scenes exclusives there, some early access, and you get to have your names in my videos when I upload videos. What's that? Okay, this part is ready for cutting. Yeah. Because I want to do something awesome with my life. I don't want to just keep working a dead-end job. I love to create things. It makes me happy. It makes me feel like life is worth living. Because I get to use my hands. I get to work with my hands. And I get to let my imagination do what it was meant to do and just be creative. Oh, thank you, Star Fox. Thank you. I do appreciate that so much. Thank you. And I hope you reach your goals too. Whatever those may be, I hope you reach those as well. Oops. Cutting off kilter here. Yeah. Being an adult is rough, though. Because when I was a teenager, I didn't have to worry so much about, like food and all that, because, the parents would buy everything. But being on your own is freaking difficult sometimes. Yeah. Because I moved out from my mom's place back in 2019, so I've been living on my own since. It's nice because you get privacy, all that stuff. You don't got people watching over your shoulder, so that's nice. But gosh, it's you do miss that extra income, because you only have to give a portion of your paycheck to help pay for costs and such. But now you gotta basically everything goes into bills. You basically have nothing left at the end of the month. So I was thinking maybe go ahead and getting a roommate or something. I was thinking about that. I'm like, maybe I should just break down and get a roommate. Yeah. So I can actually have some enjoyment again. But here's the lever. Here's one of the levers. I will shorten it because it's super long, but I think you get the concept. It's gonna... Hopefully that makes sense. Something like that. Cool, so we got that part. How long should we make the lever? Let's see, my hand's gonna be here, so and this part rests here. I'd say... Does there look good? Make sure it's... I feel like right there is perfect. I feel like right there is the perfect length. personally. I think there looks pretty good. Cut there. Oh, Minecraft 65, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so very much. Oh my gosh, thank you. I do appreciate that so much. It's £5. That's £5 or €5. I'm sure everything will turn out good. Stay positive and continue to do what you're doing, making the world a better place one step at a time. Oh my gosh, thank you, Minecraft 65. I appreciate your encouragement. I do thank you very much. Oh my gosh, I appreciate that. That does give me a boost whenever there's people in chat that like just give me reassurance like that. It does help. It makes me feel like maybe it is all worth it. Maybe there is light at the end of the tunnel, you know? Especially like when I'm able to like create stuff, it just and I hear people's feedback on it. Yeah, because I feel like I've grown to become antisocial, and I've never wanted that to happen. Because I do get lonely. But like live streams help me kind of fill some of that loneliness, and like I like talking with the people in the chats. I know it'll get better. I know it will. Just gotta keep that faith strong. Yeah. Because I feel like it's easy. I feel like it's easier to give up, but then what's the point in giving up then? Because what were all the struggles I was doing for in the past if I just give up on something? It's like, I didn't come this far just to give up. But I do appreciate you so very much, Minecraft 65. That means a lot. Thanks also again for the donation. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Yeah. And also, Jolly Fox, YT, thank you for the confirmation on the length of that piece. I will be going with that length. I think it looks good too. I think it is a good length. I was thinking to myself, should I go into like prop making for like movies and things? Because I love prop making. Ever since, oh my gosh, The Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, 2005 release, like the props just blew me away in that film. I was like, gosh, I would love to make stuff like this. Oh my gosh, I love it. That is actually my favorite movie, by the way. That is my favorite movie. The 2005 Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe Chronicles of Narnia film. Freaking loved it. I've actually got the DVD right over here on my DVD stand. It's good stuff. Actors were great. The portrayals were nice. It was a little bit looser. It was a little bit looser than the actual book, which I get it. Hollywood, it's been polished and such. But for what it's worth, the liberties that were taken do make sense in some ways. Like the very quick, sketched out version of Aslan coming back to life and bounding off to the witch's castle to save the statues, bring the statues back to life. It makes sense why they wouldn't take forever getting there. It makes sense because there's a battle going on. People are suffering. You gotta be quick. In the book, Aslan is like running through the forest with the two sisters and just kind of living it up. It's like, oh, it's so good to be alive again. It's like, yeah, but your people are dying on the battlefield. You should probably get going. The film understands that urgency, and they actually do weave it into the film quite nicely. And then, of course, let's not forget the music. Oh, such good music. The battle music is going to, of course, shine as like no other. The battle music was amazing. But also the entering Narnia with the lamppost. That music is iconic. It's like signature. Like, it's so so many good music scores in that. And then Tilda Winston, she does a great job as the White Witch. She just got like that. She's got an androgynous appearance about her, where she can play a male or a female character, like, just really well done. Imposing, considering she's not as tall as she appears in the film, but yeah, and she's Scottish. She's from Scotland, so she's got a great accent too. Yeah. I do miss the actor though, Skander Keynes, because he did a great job as the character Edmund. He did a great job as that, but he stopped being in films. He's no longer an actor. He's into Parliament now. He's into politics. You know, I mean, that's fine, I guess. You know, follow your passions and all. It's just he was a good actor. I thought he was really good. He played as Edmund Pevensey, and yeah, just and the actress that played Lucy Pevensey, she did a great job too playing the part. There we go. I feel like everyone else went on to continue in acting, but Skander Keynes was the only one that decided to move on to something else with his life. You know, that's totally fine though. If they ever do decide to revisit that franchise, The Chronicles of Narnia, get Andrew Adamson back on it. The director, Andrew Adamson, absolutely knew what he was doing with his material. He would definitely take a lot of liberties for the film, but it worked so beautifully. He almost had that Lord of the Rings mindset when it came to the fantasy, the execution of the directions. Andrew Adamson is the best director for that film, and if he's hopefully still directing films, he should totally be put back on the team. Because once it went over to originally it was Disney where the film was being made, and then before Disney bought 20th Century Fox, 20th Century Fox tried to make the third film, and they cut Andrew Adamson out of the director's role, and it completely destroyed the film. Like, it was lacking that depth because you had this other person that was not staying true to the books whatsoever. Like 90% of the film was not even from the books for the third one. The second film, Prince Caspian, did a great job. It was a lot more loose than the first film in comparison to the books, but they still made it stick. They still made it work. First film's my favorite. Second film's actually still pretty solid. Oh my gosh. What's his name? Something Barnes. Something Barnes. I can't think of his name. But the guy that played Prince Caspian, Ben Barnes. He did a nice job. Portraying the Hispanic Prince Caspian. It worked. It did work out. Oh yeah, it would be a nice hobby to have, making props. Jolly Fox YT, it would make a very nice hobby. Back in the early 2010s, I was thinking of maybe trying to be a CGI creator. At Full Sail University, I was thinking of maybe trying to go to college at Full Sail University. Yeah. Of course, then I kind of started going like, oh, what do I want to do with my life? And then I had a horrible episode where I lost my grandmother, and it was heartbreaking. It just tore me apart for many years. It wasn't like she did not die. She was taken away from me. She was taken away from me, and I could not see her, and it was because of a big family fight. And for like 2 years, I was just incredibly depressed. Like, I don't mean just depressed, I mean I was like feeling hopeless. I felt like there was nothing worth living for. And then I found the fandom, and that really helped things out a lot. And then I finally did get to see my grandmother again as she was on her deathbed, so to speak. Like, basically, she was on her way out. And the family had reconciliation. We made up the family. I had to bring the family together physically. It was so heavy on me. It actually, like, caused me to physically age. Like, I physically aged because I was so stressed over those few years. Because I went from looking like an 18-year-old to looking like an early 20-year-old. Well, obviously that's 2 years, but I'm saying, like, I aged. Like, I got gray hair, and it was stressful. But things are good now with that. Things are a lot better now with that. But I feel like it left a mark on me in some way, so I don't feel like I'm the same person as I was. Like, something, I don't know, something broke. I don't know what it was, but yeah. But I'm not sure if it was from that or from the car accident, because I had a severe car accident in 2018. Totaled my car, smashed my head through a window, and I'm not sure if that has had some effect on my mood as well. Traumatic experiences and all that. Yeah. I'd say the best years that I have are they end in sevens. The best years seem to end in sevens. I'm not sure why that is, but sevens seem to be good years for me. 2007, 1997, 2017. That's when I went to Anthrocon. That's when I went to Anthro Northwest. That's also the year I lost my grandmother, but the family came together and, like, yeah, like, things got better. Yeah, so sevens definitely seem to be a good thing. I'll say sevens definitely seem to be good. If anybody knows why that is, why sevens, odd numbers, seem to be better for me, please let me know. I'm curious. I'm not superstitious. However, there's been a lot of weird stuff happening this year. I call this year the year of coincidences because I've had so many coincidences. I'll be listening to a story on my phone, a podcast, and as I'm typing out words, the words will be spoken on the podcast as I'm typing them out. Like, right as I start typing, those words will appear. I'm like, what is this? Like, my mate and I will say things at the same time. We'll think the same things. It's like ditto. It's like things just happen in ditto, and I don't understand. Does anyone know why that's happening? And it happened immediately as the new year started. Immediately. It's almost like there was a shift in the cosmos. It's so strange. And I'm not super into, like, horoscopes and all that, but I cannot explain this year. I think this year is the year of the goat. Or is it the year of the goat? I think this year's the year of the goat. Well, I do know my horoscope, my zodiac, is Pisces. I am a Pisces, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. That's my zodiac. And I've heard some good things about Pisces. I've heard a lot of good things. But I don't know if having things happen in, like, coincidental, like, sequences is normal. Happy New Year, new me! I mean, I guess. I didn't really have a New Year's resolution. I just kind of was like, hey, I'm just going to take the little victories as they come. And then that very next month, like, as soon as I uploaded the video of my trip to the New Year's Eve ball in Delaware, which actually was terrible. I had a horrible time there. Like, it was nothing wrong with the event itself. It's because we got lost, and not lost, but we had to take a sidetrack, and it was more of a headache getting there than actually getting enjoyment out of it. So I mostly went for my mate because I wanted her to have a good time, and I think she did. So I filmed, and my audio equipment failed on me. My audio equipment broke. So I come home to this barely usable footage, and I'm asking in YouTube chats, is there anything I can do to save this footage? Is there anything at all? So I'm looking up stuff, and there's really nothing I can do to save it. It's completely destroyed. Like, 80% of the audio is unusable. So I decided to do a voiceover. And I make the story about how I lost my fursuit badge at the event. And that video blew up. It's my most watched video on my channel except for the fursuit transformation video. For a YouTube short, it blew up, and in 1 month, it helped the channel get 4,000 subscribers. I'm like, what the frick? It's almost like a yin-yang kind of thing. It's like bad experience but good results because I decided to go with what I had. And I was like, that's incredible. How? Like, and then right around that same time, coincidences started happening. It's so strange. I don't know if that's a good omen, like good luck, or whatever one wishes to call it, but it's like a streak of good luck started happening, and it happened for about a month and a half. Like, good things started happening. And then it started to fade away, and then it's almost like, not bad things, but not so nice things started happening. But, and another thing I'm curious about is, can you get feelings of just, how do you say it? Almost like a depressed feeling, but it happens after something good happens in your life. Because I had my eye surgery back in May. I had my eye surgery, and it went well. My vision's the best it's been since I can remember. But almost immediately at the same time as having my vision corrected, I started feeling worse about myself. Like, I don't understand why. My vision's corrected. I've got nearly perfect vision now. Why am I feeling worse? It's like it happened that same week. And I don't know if it's because now that I can see, I'm not focused on my vision not being corrected, or if it's because now that I have a huge medical bill to pay, and that's in the back of my mind. I'm not sure what it is. And I don't. Can that happen? Can that actually happen? But to answer your question, Slice, to answer your question, I do work out when I can. I like to do calisthenics. I will go to the gym when time allows, but the nearest gym that I go to is like 25 minutes away, so it's kind of a long trip for me to take. But yeah, I try to work out when I can. Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm going to try to when I'm caught up with the Furryverse, with all this work I'm doing for this, I'll try to get back into working out. It does help me feel better. It does help in some ways, but it's just temporary. It only lasts for like a day, and then my dopamine levels drop again. I know a lot of my problems are connected with dopamine levels. I'm not sure why the body needs so much dopamine to function, but yeah. I definitely think I've got some hormone level issues, maybe too. But glad to hear that. Yeah, I will try to go. Ouch. Darn it. Nicked myself, but I'm fine. I love to run. I want to try. I want to try to go and participate in the Boston Marathon. I definitely want to give that a try someday. Have any of you heard of the Boston Marathon? I want to train and try to do that one day. I know you gotta train a lot, though. Whoa, frick. Oh, I just ruined the table. Actually, I didn't hurt it that bad. Okay, it's just a very light scratch. Whew. Table's fine, table's fine. It's just a very, very thin light scratch on the surface. That's going to happen. The paper did its job. It protected the table underneath, so yes. There's a reason. Yeah. Did you know back in 2007, I had 8-pack abs. I had some pretty developed arms. I had super nice developed legs. I was 175 pounds of solid muscle, and I was into bodybuilding. I was 16 in 2007. And I was really into like all the working out stuff. I went to the gym like 4 days a week. 4 days a week I would go to the gym. I felt great. I wasn't sore anymore from working out. I felt really good. And then I started becoming an adult and having adult responsibilities, and I'm just like, it's suddenly so much harder to be in shape. I'm not out of shape, I'm just not as super thin as I was. I used to wear a size 29 waist for my pants. And now I think I'm at 32, maybe a 33. So, yeah. So, this part's almost done. We're almost through this part. I'm so happy about that. Oh yeah. Does anyone here in chat like to work out? Any certain exercises y'all like to do? So I love running. Running is one of my favorite things to do. Because you don't need a gym to run. You do not need a gym to run. I know some people are like, stop running! Like, no! I don't want to stop running. Running feels good. I run up my staircase, I run down my staircase, I run out to my car, I run to and from my car, I run to the curb. I even run at work sometimes. If I'm in a rush, I will actually run. But I feel like if you got legs, use them, you know? I feel like that's what you should be doing. Okay. Cool, we got our pieces cut. They're all basically the same. Basically. They're pretty darn accurate, actually. I'm happy about that. I dropped it. No, I dropped it. Help. Save the day. Are we accurate? I think we're accurate. Just triple checking. Okay, that one's not accurate. Let's switch it around. That looks pretty good. Alright, it's coming along. People's coming along. So good to know. Now I have to do this thing. So this part is where I line everything up to make sure it all looks good. Okay. That looks pretty solid. I don't know why the music sounds very Italian or whatever. It's different. I mean, it's fine. I like it. It's just different. It's very relaxing. There we go. There we are. One of my favorite workouts to do, since we were on the topic of working out, one of my favorite workouts is I like squats. I do a lot of squats. I love the squat rack. It's my favorite exercise equipment. I just feel like you can never have enough squats. Yeah. My favorite piece of equipment. Okay. So see, since I have all these lined up like so, what I'm going to do now, since they're all lined up, is take my aw. This is called an aw, or an ow, or an ah. But you take this, and you just poke a hole in it, basically. Just poke a hole in it. So I'm going to line up the little base here, the little foundation. Line that up, and then poke a hole in it. Hopefully it works out. Poke a hole in it, just like this. Through all of the layers. I might have to tap it a little bit. I think I got them all. At least I got them all. I think I went a little off to the side, but I think we got them for the most part. I do think we got them all. Yeah, I got them. It went through. So basically what you do then is once you poke it through, you just run all the way through. Oh, I didn't do it right. I messed up. I messed up pretty bad. It's not straight enough. Gosh dang it, it's fine. I can fix it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I can't believe I messed up. It's fine. Bring him back into position. And we'll whack it one more time. Once again. This time I'm gonna go, like, correctly this time. Not be a derp nugget about it. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to go up a little higher so I don't go through the same problem, but I think we got it. Everything's looking pretty accurate. I'm going off to the side a little bit, but you know what? I think we look pretty good. Gosh, I wish I had like a chisel or something to tap it into place. It's a little crooked, but I'm doing pretty solid, I think. Alright, I think we got it, peoples. I think we got it. Yes, we did it. We did it better this time. Look. Much better. Much, much better. So what this will allow us to do is to feed our dowel through to allow free range of movement. Shaboom. Now we gotta find our dowel, which is right here. This thing. Feed that through. Now these can rotate on the axis. See that? Now they rotate. And that's what we need. We need it to do that. So, heck yeah. We're good. We're doing this. Yeah. Cool. Now I get to trim all those pieces. Yay, I get to trim pieces. Hopefully I do it correctly. I think I've got this. Yeah, I should be good. So for me to trim this correctly, all I have to do is run the dowel, or the awl. I'll just do the awl this time. Run that through. So then we actually have something to hold it onto. Make sure it's mostly level. Draw a line, cut that part off, round it off. That's all we have to do then. There we go. Dang, this is coming along nicely though. Like, so far. Not bad. Why did the live just do that? That was weird. Anybody else see that? The live just kind of like glitched out and gave back. It was kind of different. Wasn't expecting the live to do that. It's coming along, everybody. What is everybody's favorite dish? Do you have a favorite food you all like? I'm just curious, because I like a good, I like bread. I love good bread. Pastas, breads. Those, some fish. A good fried fish is nice. Okay, we got those, well, done there. So basically what we're doing with this is we're snipping off these end pieces so we can round them so that when they go in here, they will follow the curvature of these pieces here. So heck yeah, let's do this. Save the planet. Yeah, I think I will get this done in time before work, which is amazing. So I still have to shower and all that. I paid my bill today. I had like a really big bill I had to pay today. But they said if I signed up for like an installment or something, or whatever the case is, I would save. So I had to do that. Because if I don't, then like they basically like, take away your driver's license. Basically, it's a toll. Basically, it was a road toll. But it was like $80-some. I'm like, holy moly, what the heck? Why is my toll so high? So I went through a road toll thingy. And then I was like, oh my word, are you freaking serious? That's expensive. Like, you must pay this much. I'm like, what? Are you serious? Anyway. So I managed to pay it. Barely. It was nuts. It scared me. I was like, how am I going to pay this? So this part we're doing here, see what I was saying earlier? We have to round this part. We have to round it because it's still square. So once we round it, we will actually have the proper shape for this to roll, to curve. So that one's down. This one? Can everybody see what I'm doing okay? I feel like I'm not showing you everything. Here, is that better? Hopefully that's better for you. Tomato soup. Good tomato soup. If I do eat tomato soup, I like it to be as fresh as possible. Because canned tomato soup just tastes like metal a little bit to me, if it comes straight from a can. I'm not sure if other people have experienced that. I feel like it's the acidity of the tomato. But like a homemade fresh tomato soup, that does sound kind of nice. With a grilled cheese, with a nice grilled cheese on the side too. That sounds good. I make a mean grilled cheese. Like, if any of you have seen it, I make a super mean grilled cheese. Oh, by the way, look, we have Inception going on right here on the screen. Oh my gosh, we have Inception. Look at this. That's funny. I should do that for a movie scene one day. Have Coaster stuck in a mirror. Like in a mirrorverse. And his reflection traps Coaster in a mirror. That would be so cool. Because I know how to do it. I actually know how to create that kind of thing. It's not as hard as it sounds, it's just you gotta be precise with your measurements and all. But absolutely, I would love to try that. That music's so beautiful. I'll turn it up a little bit. It's really pretty. Oh, I love it. I love good music. I love a good piano. I actually have a piano. I just hardly play it because I've never learned to really truly play it. I just play by ear a little bit every now and then, just by ear a little bit. Oh, darn it. I bent it by accident. We're good. I fixed it, I think. Bandit or Serial Destination N. Hi, I'm still Brett, but changed my name. Oh, okay. If you don't mind me asking, what happened? What made you change your name? I know some people change their names on here, and then they'll stop by and say hi on my channel, and they're like, "Remember me?" I'm like, I think so. But thank you for letting me know you changed your name. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, because sorry I haven't been on here very much. I've been trying to keep track of comments, but my work in the furryverse is kind of taking away a lot of my time right now, but I'm trying to get this done as best as I can so that the people that are helping with this don't get upset with me. Because I do take a long time with stuff, and I'm trying. Yeah. That's all I can do is do the try. You want to change your name? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, sometimes people haven't settled on a name that they're happy with yet, so that I understand that. That makes sense. That's totally fine. Like, no harm with that. Really. No big deal. My music's kind of cool, though, I think. I hope I did this correctly. I feel like it's... I gotta test it. Alright, it's a little wonky, but it'll work. I think it'll look fine. Just a tiny bit wonky. Let's see how I got these lined up. That's where the rods will go, right in between those grooves. So yeah, this will work. I'll take it. It'll work. I wish I had a bigger dowel. That dowel's kind of small. Oh, I want to stand up for just a minute. Oh, my legs. Oh. Yes, it's still on. Gosh dang it, I forgot I had tea. I drank my tea. Here we go, I'm back. Sorry for running off like that. Ooh, this chair feels like it's about to break. So this is the dowel I'm going to use. And if you want to cut a dowel, you need a PVC pipe cutter. This will cut straight through the dowel in one fell swoop. It's super effective. I would recommend it. Now I just need to find the handle. Okay. Right about there is a good place to cut it. This is how you do it. Get it open up a little bit, not all the way. Bring it up to where you want to cut it. And let the blade do the magic. Can you see it okay? See how it's cutting? That's how it's going to cut. Just like that. Squeeze the handle. Cuts right through. Super nice, super effective, clean, cuts very cleanly. Whoa, I cut the wrong dowel. Whoops, I'm an idiot. Sorry. Right concept, wrong dowel. I meant to use this dowel. I'm so silly, oh my gosh. I meant to grab this one. It's bigger. It's a lot bigger. Okay. Let's try that again. So, put your dowel through like this. Line up the place where we're cutting. Right. There it is, just like this. Happy Pride Month. Sure. I think Pride Month was last month, but hey, you know, you can be Pride any month. You can be proud of any month, really. There we go. Yay. Mike on pause. Mike underscore on underscore pause. Hello again. How have you been? Hope everybody's been doing great. This dowel, I just managed to finally get it cut. It should be roughly the same length as this. Gosh dang it, it's shorter? Are you serious? It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't need to be the same length. It's fine. It's going to add to the character of this. The character. The character. The only thing is, now I need to make the hole bigger. Because I'm using a bigger dowel. So we'll just stick a pen through it. Make the hole bigger, I guess. There, that ought to do it. Will it fit? Gosh dang it, not yet. Make the hole bigger. There we go. Let's see if that works. That works. Hey, we got it. Haha. Nailed it. What prop will this be? This will be a breaker box, like a fuse box handle. That's what the two sides are for. Imagine it being mounted on a wall, and you have your lever here, and you have your handle, and you want to open it like so. Yeah. It's going to be three-dimensional, so that's why I'm building a three-dimensional frame. I just, I want the system to fit, so I had to make the holes a little bigger than what I actually have. But no big deal, it's all working out. All working out. Just take some time. Hope you've been having a good day. Hope everybody has. We had a big thunderstorm here, but it's all better now. Big thunderstorm. It almost destroyed the whole world. Almost. Just finished the 8th grade. Ooh, great, excellent. Congratulations. There you go. You have school next month to do the 8th grade. Oh man, I didn't know everyone in chat was so young. I was not aware. Snap, cool. I'm glad you could join me in this little art stream. Cool. Heck yeah. I'm glad you found my channel too. Thanks for checking out my stuff. If you have seen my stuff, awesome. If you haven't, you know, hang around a little bit, see what else on my channel you might like to see. I do furry stuff. I also try to do craft things like this here, one of my craft things. I like to do I like to do a whole bunch of stuff. I never really have a set genre of what I choose to do. It's like whatever comes to my heart. I'm just like, let's do stuff. Let's make this happen. Let's do this. Because it's so hard to just stick to one thing, you know, like one topic, one style of doing things. I'm all over the place. It's like that ADHD mind, you know? Good stuff. When it works right. When it does what you want it to do. What? Kyvan, you said you're so old? How old are you? He's so old? I feel like I'm the oldest person here. I think I am. I'm pretty sure I'm older than everybody here. School makes you angry? Yeah. Yeah, school can be rough. Graduated over a year ago. Over a year ago. So you're right around 2022, right? 2022? Maybe 2021 is when you graduated? Mm. How many personas do I have? Like me? I'm like myself, I have... Oh wait, this thing can spin? Are you serious? Hang on a second. Ooh, look, I think I found a top. But for myself, personas, Coaster is the OG persona. So I have Coaster, I have another that's named Sachet. And I guess technically I would have Anti-Coaster. Anti-Coaster is my persona with the colors inverted. So like, instead of like the blue, he'd be red. It's like Anti-Coaster. That's really about it, I think. I think that's about it. Because my mate is the one to ask about personas, because she has over 100 of them. I cannot tell you how many she has. Because I'm very simple when it comes to personas, where she's like, another persona, another persona, another persona. I'm like, holy moly. I have one male persona, and then I have one female persona. My mate has, like, all the genders, all the personas. She's got all of them. I can't get over how many she has. Wow. I asked her, how do you keep track of all these? I was like, how do you keep track of all these personas? She's like, I don't. I'm like, right. She's got duchies, she's got horses, she's got... Oh my goodness, I can't even name all the things she's got. Dinosaurs. Just a few million. Just a few million. Yeah. But like, back to the thing about graduating, I graduated in 2009. Yeah, that's 2009. It's thundering at your house. What? Thundering. That's... Wow. Which, are you in the US? Because we had a big thunderstorm last night. But it should be over now. Unless we got another one heading this way and you're getting it first. Oh my gosh, it works! Look, see? It stands. It actually works. Yay! That's cool. I'm actually really happy about that. Okay, so we'll stick those in first. Cool. One more to go. Or two more to go, I think. I'm just so glad it's working. Oh, snap! Are you, like, in Midwest? Are you East Coast, West Coast? Because I'm from Pennsylvania. And we had a big thunderstorm here last night. It was, like, stupid large. It was, like, so loud it woke me up. I'm like, whoa. It's like wicked thunderstorm.
There he is.
Got it. Hello, kitty cat. My cat's here. Sunbeam. The cat's name is Sunbeam. She gets into things a lot. She could be a handful. Dang it, did I do this right? Oh no, I don't know if I did it right. Let me check. Do the check. I feel like as soon as I move these, like, at least one of them gets turned around the wrong way. Well, one way to find out. Just stick a dowel through it, I guess. It's like the one sure way to find out. And slide all the pieces down, the dowel. It should let me know if I got them correctly. That one's definitely off. But it could be because this one's not turned around. Turn it around. Should get what we need. There we go. I think I got it fixed. It's pretty close, actually. Switch this boy around here. This boyo. Boyo. Middle of the country of the East. Like Indiana. Like Indiana or, Ohio, even? Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Because the creator that I'm helping out with this project, they're from Ohio. Well, they're actually from Illinois. Or no, they're from Missouri. Frick, sorry, they're from Missouri. And then now they live in Ohio. Yeah. I actually went to Ohio about 2 months ago. Ah, North Carolina, where Mr. Beast is from. There you go. Your state is famous. You live in a famous state. That's kind of cool. I don't think I'm doing this right. No, I'm not. Oh gosh, dang it! I messed up. Frick. I need... That's not enough. I need another piece. I didn't mess up too bad, just a tiny bit. How am I gonna make this work? Gato. Alright. Louisiana? I don't know why they're living in Ohio, but it's not that bad of a place. It's actually kind of nice. The area I was in the Cleveland area, and I went to Lake Erie. I was like, oh wow, not too bad. Foggy though, it was very foggy. How thick is this gonna be? Ooh, excuse me. Why am I yawning so much? Oh my gosh. It's not time to go to bed yet. Just got started with my day. That's not enough. That's not wide enough. Oh man. Please don't mess this up. I don't want to use paper. I mean, I could. Just didn't want to have to use paper. Like I said, I can if I have to. I can do paper. Paper's so papery. Aw, no furry cons? I'm sorry. Propaganda. Propaganda. Furry propaganda. What would furry propaganda look like? Like if it was pro-furry, what would it look like? Leave human, become furry. You too can convert your friends to become furry. Join the fluff side. Werewolf boyfriend. I think this is gonna work. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Please work, please work, please work. Thank you! It works. It really works! Cool, look at that part. I like propaganda. As the one closest in Texas, I think it's called Texas Furry Fiesta. I think so. I think it's what it's called. That's cool though. At least you got something you can go to. You know? It's not completely out of range. I can't get these pieces to fit. They're not long enough. I just have to cut some more paper. Darn it. It's fine. I can cut it if I have to. It's fine. I'm gonna go over to the cutting table. Quick. This is kind of taking some time. A little bit more than I wanted. There we go. Slice this up a little bit, and we should be good. Bring it down to earth and shaboink. No fingers lost. Look at that. No fingers lost. That'll work. I'll take it. I'll take it. That'll work. Good. Those. These. I'm gonna have to make these out of paper in these cards. I didn't want to because paper's not that strong, but I can make it work. Not a fan of this music right now. Fast forward a little bit. That's more like it. Yes, sir. Being a furry makes you gives you a lifetime supply of tax evasion confirmed. Oh yeah. Nike and pause. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Cat. Stop it, cat. Stop. Stop. No a-wooing. No mewing or a-wooing. You can have your a-woos back. Take your a-woos with you. That's not going to be long enough. That goes in the cup. Let's move this here. You're the only one not from the US? Oh, Fen is in chat. My mate is in chat. Somehow they found out I was streaming. Hi. The Bean is in chat. My mate is in chat. It's going by the name Zion. Yeah, I think I'll stream today and not go to work. There. What do you think of that? Just stream all afternoon. Also, if you were watching stream, feel free to drop a like. It actually helps the stream out, believe it or not. It actually sends it to more people. It makes the stream get more popular. So hitting like actually will push the stream out to more people. It's not just TikTok. It works on YouTube as well. Okay, so we got our pieces, I think. There we got pieces. Triple check here, make sure we got everything. Hello, you're new to the stream? Nini _ the Fox, welcome to the little stream. I'm doing crafting stuff. If you're familiar with like prop making for movies, that's what I'm doing right now. It's very humble looking at first, but it actually does turn out to be an amazing looking piece when it's all said and done. I'm just getting everything all set up, squared away. It'll all work out. That's good. My pen went bye-bye. That looks good. This. I'm still here. I never left. I'm groggy from the allergy meds. Oh, are you groggy from the allergy meds? No! What happened? Are you sick? Like, did you ate hummus? Are you gonna be alright? Do you need to call off work? Do you need to, like, leave? Like, for the first time, I actually kind of feel rested. Like, from sleeping. Like, at night. I feel a little better. I hope you're alright. I don't need you getting sick on me with allergies. Awesome. I think we got our pieces. I have 1 more hour left. 1 more hour? Oh, it's almost 2. Oh, darn. That means I have to leave soon. Holy Christmas. Oh, darn it. I can't. There's a Pokemon battle going on here on my phone. Like, I can hear the music. Speaking of music, I need to charge my phone. It's at 10%. Food allergy, no! No food allergies. I thought you only got allergic to green apple. I'm sorry you're having food allergies. I'm sorry to hear that. How comes I'm not charging any of my devices? Why am I not charging any of my devices? I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. I wasn't charging any of my things. In case you're wondering, I'm just charging my phone. That's why the stream is shaking. We're not having a seismic activity. I'm still here. I'm just making some iced tea. Oh, it's concentrated. Yeah, I am still here. I'm just whipping up some iced tea really quick. Oh, my leggy itches. Oh my gosh, must be a mosquito bite. A mosquito. Sumo backwards. Hey Benji, hi. I'm doing a bit better. I'm actually finishing up something for the Into the Furryverse. That's actually what the stream is about. I have to leave for work in about 30 minutes, but I'm getting up this finishing up this breaker box, and I have 2 things to film tonight, but I'm gonna send you the edited parts this when I get off work. Whew. I just been feeling so sick this week. I don't know why I've been feeling this way. But yeah, just about caught up. The creator from Into the Furryverse is actually in chat right now, so yeah. Grab some. Grab some ice. Got an iced tea. Dang it. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry for the wait. I'm back. I had to grab something to drink. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so good. It's green tea, but it's been steeping for like hours. Alright. You love hummus? Yeah, Fen had an allergic reaction to that. Yes, Benji, I will get that for you. Definitely will get that. Last night I was sick again, like, because Fen had to bring me ice so I could start, like, not chewing on it, but, like, I had to suck on ice last night. I just felt awful. I was hot to the touch, and yeah, but I think I'm good now. I gotta leave here for work soon. But, yeah. It's coming together. Absolutely coming together. Yeah, not much more left to be done. Also, Benji, I'm sending you a soundbite file and a link to special effects to use for your parts, because the site that I get them from, I think it's called fxcrate.io. I think that's what it's called. But it has some super top of the line, high quality CG animation for different effects like lightning, flare, sparks, free. I think they're free. I think all you have to do is sign up for a newsletter and you can have access to those downloads. And then I have a lightning packet that I can send you as well. That's also that I purchased. These are actually mine now, but I can send those to you as well, so you can use those when you're into the furryverse, so you don't possibly have to pay for effects or use any repetitive effects that might look like they've been copied and pasted. Hopefully that helps you out, because I think they look really good. The sound packet I have, the lightning packet, it's called Force Lightning. So think like Star Wars, Force Lightning, that kind of lightning. So I think it looks pretty good. Okay, back to this. Gotta rush. I only have 30 minutes to do this. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, I think I've either come down with something, or I'm just sick with something chronic and I need to get checked by a doctor, I think. Because my voice is starting to kind of get scratchy. Yeah. Who knows? I'll figure out something. So these parts I have to trim. I hate how I mess up my stuff. Oh my gosh. Got some Pokemon music going on. It's kind of neat. Those look pretty good. Oh, duh. Where'd my scissors go? There they are. So for these, all you have to do for these is just cut it like this. I think that'll be sufficient. I don't think I need to use a razor blade on this too. Yes, it will pinch my paper, but I think it's going to be strong enough regardless. Yeah, I should be good. Yeah, good. So see, now the reason it's done that way is so when you have this hinge moving like this, there will be little to no friction. See this? Watch. See this? See how it moves? That's the idea. Get it to move like so. Yes, we got it. We got it to go. We got it to do the thing. That's kind of cool. Happy noises. Coffee. I need to get my hair cut. So sounds great. What am I making? Oh, this is a fuse box, like kind of like a breaker box, like the kind you might see in a Clue, like a mystery game or a horror game where you have to find a fuse for the fuse box. It's gonna be like that kind of fuse box. So yeah, that's the idea for this. I think it's gonna work out fine. Just gotta finish up. Just gotta finish it. But I also have to leave for work soon, so I'm kind of like under pressure a little bit. But I'm kind of used to being under pressure. I've been under pressure for years now, so I'm kind of used to it a little bit. It's not the greatest feeling in the world, but I'll get through it. It's like a speed run. Oh, by the way, I have an idea for stream, and I'd like your opinion on it, everyone. So it goes like this: do you like to see people do challenges? Because if you do, I have something for you that you will like. So I'm thinking for an upcoming stream, I'm thinking of doing, basically it goes like this. I need to earn money to pay my rent so I don't end up homeless and I can keep making YouTube videos. You need entertainment so you can de-stress from your life, and it's a great way for people to engage on live streams. So that all in hand, you need something, I need something. So what I was thinking of doing is where I have a live stream where I take, and for certain donation milestones, if people donate certain amounts, I submit myself to your choice of location of waxing strips, where I will allow chat to wax my body with waxing strips. Different milestones, you get different amounts of waxing that you can do. And then my mate applies the waxing strips, and you get to see how I react to having my hair ripped out of my arms, legs, wherever else. So that is an idea I was thinking of for a stream. Make it, I don't know, just crazy, whatever we would end up doing. And I also want to start breaking out the bubble machine again, because that's fun to use, and that can be used for showing when somebody donates during the stream. We can have those kind of things. Because I want to make streams more fun, but I also want to make sure that I'm able to keep hosting streams, because finances, because it's hard to do streams if you're stuck at work all the time, and if you're about to, not be able to pay your rent, so it's kind of like, oh. But I figured it'd be a fun thing to try. Kind of something fun. Maybe not so much fun for me, but fun for you. Fun for everyone. There we go. Plus, I need to wax. I don't like having tons of body hair, so it'd actually be a good thing for me too, by the way. You get to administer the pain. Alright, I think these are on here correctly. I'll have to test it out and see. Your buddy gets to cause coaster pain. Oh yeah, that would be interesting. I think it would be interesting too. And I could have a harmonica in my mouth. I don't know if I should do it in fursuit or not in fursuit. I'm not sure. Because I know it would be funny seeing me in fursuit, but I also want to start being more palatable for people that maybe aren't into furry stuff, but still have entertaining content. But yeah, we'll test it out, see how it works. Because I think it'd be great. I think it'd be funny as heck. You can get me to do different things, for different donations, I'll, basically, kind of do what chat wants me to do, so to speak, as long as I don't, permanently injure myself. Yeah. You can have me, sing a certain song, and then, have the wax strip ripped as I'm singing a certain part of the song, and I'd just be, singing it, really loud and high, ah! It's just a concept, but, yeah. It might work out. So if this piece goes here, well, where the frick does this piece go? Oh. That doesn't seem right, but I'll just go with it. I'll just go with it. Okay. Yeah, I think we're getting to where we need to be with this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pokemon music is sick. Love it. Oh, there needs to be 3 of them. Oh. Oh, no kidding. 3 of them. Okay. I guess that would make sense. 3 of them. No freaking way. That's kind of cool. Who would have known? Who would have funkled that? 3 of them. You're scared of thunderstorms? I'm sorry. Aw. I used to be scared of them. I used to be terrified of them. And then I had a lightning bolt hit above my head, and then after that I kind of like... Whatever happens, happens. It literally hit above my head, a big lightning bolt. Like, not thunder, a bolt of lightning. So I was like, whatever, just... It kind of like, I don't know, it's like, weird. Now I'm just like fascinated by them. Now I see them as nature's fireworks. Gosh, I'm so hungry. I should have something before I go to work. I don't know what to have. Man. I don't have a lot of choices. Might have to just go with like a butter sandwich or something. I don't know. I don't think I have time to eat more chicken and rice. I don't think I have more time. I might have time for it. Just don't think I have a lot of it. We'll see what happens. Riding in a Fiat, you really have to see it. 6'2" and a compact, no slack. Got something in the seat, but something about the seats go back, yeah. My money don't jingle jingle, it folds. I'm gonna fold with it for sure. This whole process is time-consuming. It's necessary to get it to work. It's critical. I think you all can see how this is coming along. See how the unit works. See, now you got it going like so. Hope that makes sense, because it's supposed to make sense. You see it goes like so, and then basically you have your components, and you're like, oh yeah, let's throw the breaker! Yeah. Oh, you're 13? Oh, snap. Yeah, eventually the fear does start to go away. The more you're exposed, here's the thing. The more you are exposed to something that scares you, the less scared you become of it. That's really hard for me to say that because I'm terrified of dogs because I've had bad experiences with being attacked. But when it comes to things that are inanimate, like nature or just those kind of things, like airplanes, like the more you're exposed to those kind of things, it does seem to help with the feelings of being afraid. Sometimes I find that sometimes if I was afraid of something, I actually act like aggressive towards it because it's like my way of not being afraid anymore. So actually, like, it's hard to explain, but it's kind of like having like a vicious dog barking at you, but you basically bark back at it, and then the dog's like, what? I can't believe that person's not afraid. And that's basically kind of how it is. Yeah, I had a former police dog nearly maul me at a relative's house. He had retired, but the dog was old and getting senile, and he didn't recognize me, and I didn't know he was loose in the house, and he just starts patting. I hear his claws patting on the floor of the kitchen. He comes around, sees me, and he starts deep throat growling, and then just starts coming towards me. So I don't want to. I don't want to describe what happened, but it was not a good experience. It was really upsetting. And here's the thing: the owner of the dog got mad at me because of how I reacted. He got mad at me when I didn't know the dog was there. Like, what was I supposed to have done? Like, I'm going to react because I'm terrified. What am I supposed to do? It's like, man, you know, whatever the case is. Yeah. But this is how that handle is going to look. See how it's resting here? Crank it back. See it looks like a handle? That's the idea. We want it to look like it's throwing a switch. That is the idea. Throwing a switch. Oh, cool. We have these parts we can use too to space them. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know I could just space them. That works. Gosh, the music got epic. But see that? Now we can space them and then they won't stick together as much. Oh my gosh, ideas! So many ideas. Love it. Love the music, but oh my gosh, it's way too epic. Way too epic. Turn the breaker off at your house? You did? What? Why'd you do that? I mean, you can do what you want with your breaker, but I was just curious why you shut it off. I was just curious. Oh, because you're afraid of the lightning hitting it? Is that what it was? See, here's the thing. Think about it, though. What do you think the term breaker means? The reason breakers and fuse boxes exist is because in case there is a power overload, they shut off. They trip. It's called tripping the breaker. That happens when there's a power surge above a certain specification that the loads in the circuit can handle. And when that happens, instead of it frying your electronics in your house, it just trips it and cuts the power. So your power goes out. It's a safety measure because you have alternating current in your electric box. In your outlets, it's an alternating current. And then your alternating current, when it goes through your outlet, through your device, like let's say it goes through your smartphone or whatever, or your computer, it turns into direct current. It's transferred to direct current. So in doing so, what that allows so when you have a lightning strike, when that breaker box trips, or your power surge, like your little power surge strip that you have to put your plugs in, that will die first before your electronics do. And it's designed to protect the electronics from basically overloading and sparking, burning out, or causing a fire. And that's actually better. You actually do want that, because you don't want your stuff to die, like your computer. If you had it plugged in and you did not have a surge protector, you didn't have an ability for your breaker to trip, you could literally fry your motherboard in your computer, like quite literally fry it. And that would be an issue for any like stuff you have on there you didn't want it to die or burn out. Okay, where am I? Sorry, I got talking too much. I'm so sorry I'm talking too much. I got interested in what we were saying, what we were talking about. I like to talk sometimes. I talk too much, more than I should be. Sorry about that. Maybe I should go to Wendy's. I can't really afford it. I'm not going to have a lot of time to eat anything. Because I got to get this done. I got to do this. I got to get this done. But Wendy's would be kind of quick. Just get like a, I don't know, maybe a quick sandwich or something. I'll figure out something. You were born to get into trouble? I feel like we're all born to get into trouble. Yeah. Some of us are born. Some of us get the rich parent lottery. Like, oh, we're born to a rich family. But yeah. But like, I was like, I was not a bad kid growing up, but I did get into things, and my mom thought it was because I was just being a bad kid on purpose, and it really wasn't. I had behavioral issues, and it wasn't because I was doing it on purpose. it's likely because I had that infamous thing called ADHD. But with all that being said, I was never properly diagnosed because my mom didn't want to be known as the mom that had a problem kid, that had a person that had maybe like issues or whatever, or didn't want to have the child that was on medicine. Because in the 90s, parents looked down on that. They did not see that as something that was acceptable. They're like, oh, well, your child's broken. Your child's defective. You must be a bad parent. You must be crazy too, or something. But now that we know a bit more about the symptoms of it, it's a little more easier to accept it, maybe even live with it. It's just people that don't have it don't understand all the time, and then they see it as being lazy, or you're just, you don't care, or you're just being rude, or being hyperactive, or you're just weird. Sometimes people think you're just weird and don't really understand why you're having these moments. You're not doing it because you're trying to be difficult or trying to be a bad person. You really don't freaking understand why you're doing it. Or easily being distracted is another thing. You're like, oh my gosh, and then you jump from one project to another project to another project because you just can't stay focused on one thing because everything looks so cool. You just want to jump from one thing to the next thing. You're like, wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. I feel like I'm putting together a Lego project. Let's see here. You were bored and you got into trouble. I was awful. I'm reading the comments. Star Fox says I was awful. What else? I'm going to read some more comments here because I still got time. I think I still have time. Yeah, I still got time. This part is looking amazing right now. I have a hot glue gun, but I don't have any hot glue sticks for it, so I can't glue this together just yet. But it's looking great. It's looking really good. Here's what, this is going to give you an idea of what we have so far and what the whole idea of this even is. Oops. Sorry. But, see that? This little part here. I gotta spread these apart, they're too close. Oh, way too close. Yeah, that'll work right there. Read the comments some more. Bandit says, Bandit or Serial Destination N. The breaker box on a train locomotive is bigger than the breaker box in a house. Breaker boxes on a locomotive, aren't locomotives steam powered? I don't think, I mean, I could probably be wrong, but don't locomotives run purely on steam and not electricity or diesel? Like, but like a diesel engine, maybe you're probably mentioning like a diesel engine or maybe a modern train. But I probably don't know what I'm talking about. I've just thought that was interesting. But a breaker box, how big of a difference would you say those two are? Breaker box on a train versus a house. I've seen some pretty big breaker boxes, but like my job, they have one that's, oh my gosh. When I worked at a place, I worked at a warehouse. Our breaker box went from the ground almost to the ceiling, and it was a warehouse ceiling. It was like ridiculously huge, and it's like where everything was, like all the circuits and things. It was quite impressive. All right, peeps. I guess we got the thing down that I was trying to do. But this is a rough example of what we have so far. These parts will go in here. It's not done, so I know it looks kind of ugly. It's in the ugly stage, but does this make sense to what we're dealing with? And then we'll have the bar that goes across like this. And then when I'm going to try to demonstrate. Basically, you want to rock it forward, rock it back. See, get the idea? How this is supposed to work? So that part's almost done. This part's going to, when it's all done, it's going to go on a wall or a mount. And then I'll paint it, and it's going to look amazing. So, yeah. However, I noticed that the time is drawing nigh to when I have to get ready to go to work. and that's not fun. I have to leave all this and have to go to my day job. But you know, it's part of the American dream. Getting through the parts you don't like to get to the parts that you do want to do. So I'm going to read a few more comments before I get going, but I gotta, when I return home, I have to jump right into this and get this done. Film my part for Into the Furryverse. Get ready for a wedding, because my mother is getting married tomorrow. I didn't announce that. I should have announced that sooner. But my mom's getting married. I have to pick out my outfit. I literally have to buy a shirt and slacks, because I have everything else. I just have not had a chance or the money to go shopping, and I just got paid today, so I have a little bit of money to do some shopping. I did get her a wedding gift, so I hope she likes it. And then I got so much to do, but please bear with me as I get all this done and catch up on all the stuff I've got to do. It's going to work out. I just gotta freaking figure out what I'm going to do. So everyone, I will see everybody very soon. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm Coaster. Give the video a like. Subscribe if you haven't. Feel free. It's free to subscribe. Do that if you like. Little buttons right down there on the video somewhere. It's somewhere on the stream. But I appreciate you being here, and if I'm able to, I will try to stream again later tonight. Till then, everybody, I will see you. Cheers! Bye for now.